And we're live. I'm pretty sure. I'm hopeful, at least. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to have problems like normal? I don't think so. Looks like we're back on. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. It was hiccuping for some reason. Just another day. Another day in my life. Holy cow. I didn't even put a title for this thing. Oh my god, that's bad. Let me fix that. So, oh god, what am I doing? I'm like losing my mind. What's today even? You know what it is? I started a new thing where auction update. That's going to be one of the things that we talk about. Update. It ends the 15th. Yeah, why don't we do that? So I changed everything up, and I just got into like not a fight with my wife, but we were talking about something. And I said, "Listen, I gotta get going. I gotta do this." So I start rushing, and when you rush, nothing good can happen, you know. And I'm just finishing typing this, so bear with me. Ends 10:15. There we go. All right, let's save it. Hey, okay, now you know, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morning, Rob. Small hiccup, then good. Okay, good. So I took the dog. I broke routine, which is, you know, like you can't do that for somebody that is, you know, missing pieces upstairs. And I ran and took the dogs where they're rebuilding a whole different area because I wanted to walk them a little farther. It's nice and cool here in Florida, which is unusual for this type of year. Usually we're right around 85, 86, somewhere in there. But, you know, over the next couple of days, okay, it's the mornings that are really good. And, you know, midday, you know, you're still hitting 80. Let's see what this stupid thing changes every 5 seconds. Okay, so right now, this morning it was 59. So, you know, took them for a nice, good walk. The high today is 80, and that's great, you know, because around, you know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you know, usually when it's really hot, it's 71, 74, 77. It doesn't get 80 till 4 p.m. That's the hottest part of our day, is late afternoon. But the rest of the week, okay, so this changed again. You know, they can't make up their mind. You know, the weather people don't know anything. So today, 80. Tomorrow, 81. Tuesday, 82. 81 on Wednesday. 80 on Thursday. 79 on Friday. 80 on Saturday. 81 on Sunday. I mean, this is all great stuff. And you're talking in the morning, 61, 61, 63, 63, 63, 64, 61, 65, 69 the following Monday, 71 the following Monday. That it goes back up to 80, 84, 85. But I don't think it'll stay that long. And from here to about May this is when you like living in Florida. Once the hurricane season, well, it's not over, but once you start hitting the back end of the hurricane season and the weather gets good, you know, I really try to take the dogs and do a lot of exercise. So, you know, we're always on the move. The silent auction for the comic. Let me explain what's going on. I'm going to be doing a lot of comic book auctions every other week, along with board game auctions. I am trying. I went to Best Buy the other day, okay, and started looking at new equipment. Oh my God, it's going to cost me like almost $6,000 to upgrade and do things a little bit better. This laptop's about to go, so I need something I can do editing with. The cheapest one that I was able to find. I mean, I was trying. I was looking at one of those $500-$600 ones, but it won't support the software that I need to run. So I started looking at. They had a section, video editing, because now that's a big thing because everybody's a YouTuber, and it was like $3,000. I'm like, how come? And this is for a laptop. Why are laptops so expensive now? Well, everything that's going on. Everything's going up. Then I started looking at trying to get cameras because my camera is gone. It's hanging in there, thank God. And thank God I got enough stuff taped. And of course, oh boy, I've got a lot to talk about. And I don't have that kind of time. Maybe I'll do a video on this. That'd be kind of cool if I do a video. Okay. Oh, you know what? Who would like to see a video on the top 100 sci-fi movies of all time? Okay. Because in this book, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay. And then they have another thing for the top horror movies of all time. And they don't know what they're talking about. And it's written... Now, Roger Corman introduced this one, and John Carpenter introduced the sci-fi one. My wife got these at the bin store for $2. They were normally $30 books. And they're beautifully illustrated and stuff like that. So, it's funny because I was reading through this and I'm going, I don't disagree with the movies that you put in the top 100. It's just where you put them. I think it's kind of, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, there's a couple here that I was going, this doesn't make sense. So I think I'm going to do a couple of videos of that and put those up. Why not? I kind of do what I like to do. So anyways, I'm trying to think where I was. Oh, so, I got a lot of stuff to cover. So this is where I just get so tired of this, of this business. First of all, the camera's barely hanging on. I do have a good microphone, thank God. I need a new computer. I need new editing software. I need to get the latest software because that other computer that got the virus on it, I will not turn it on. I'm going to take and make sure it's offline and just, right now it's in wipe mode, and then I was actually borrowing it from work and I actually have to return it because I'm not on site anymore. So I'm going to do that. So now I have to buy a new laptop, and that's insane. New camera, that's insane. Okay, by the time the software, okay, I'm trying to finish the studio here and get that right. We're trying to block off a couple things, and so I incurred all these costs, and I go, okay, I don't mind making a run at it, one last run, okay, but if I'm going to put out this money, number one, am I going to be able to use this stuff if at some point I just go, all right, I've had enough? Yes. Am I going to be able to facilitate better quality videos? Because I think that is a big problem here. Is, everything is kind of flying by the seat of its pants. Where for me, that's kind of the charm of the channel. I don't overproduce things. I do need to have it somewhat good to attract people. I mean, certain companies that I want to cover their stuff for, or I do cover their stuff, and I owe it to them to do, better quality videos. And I owe it to my sponsor, Miniature Market and Trading Card Market, to do better jobs at things. All right, so you got to put in and do that. And do I want to do that? Well, am I getting the views and stuff like that? I think it's because of this. So I've been holding these auctions a lot more, and we've been holding a comic book auction, and it was a trial one to see how it would go, and I'm not too disappointed in it. I didn't expect much. I just took one of those boxes, but I'm going to be getting to the really good stuff, and it really depends on how well this does. I've got a bid on the Captain America stuff, and you can see the video. It's on the front page. I just put that up there. I don't know why I didn't put it up there after, but the video of showing you all the comics that you can buy, and the people that have bid on this stuff, I've added even more stuff to it for them. Because you're not getting what you see in the video. I'm trying to give you more. I always want you to get something out of it. If you're going to help me, I want to make sure that you guys have plenty of stuff. But we have a bid on the Captain America Iron Man, which is the first lot. The second lot, which is the old school, we have a bid on. No bids on the X-Men stuff. Spider-Man and Hulk, I've got a good bid on. Batman, I got a bid on their lot. Let me do this right. Captain America and Iron Man lot is lot 1. I got a bid on it. The old school stuff with the Daredevil, okay, that is probably worth about $50-$60. There's no reserve on this. Just bid what you want. I don't care. And just pay shipping. Pretty simple. The old school comic books, that's lot number 2. The X-Men is lot number 3. Again, refer the video that is on the front page once this is off. Lot number 4 is a bid there. A bid there. The Batman stuff, ton of Batman stuff. And I added some cool stuff. That has a bid at number 5. Number 6, the G.I. Joe lot with some other stuff has a lot. The independent lot with the Herculoids and the graphic novels and stuff like that, that has no bids. G.I. Joe doesn't have bids. The DC stuff, there's a ton of stuff. Absolute stuff, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. I added a whole bunch of stuff. That has no bids. The Marvel Miscellaneous with a ton of Moon Knight and all kinds of different things I kind of threw in there. I'm emptying these boxes as I go. Has no bids. The Avengers lot with the West Coast Avengers, the Avengers, New Avengers, that doesn't have any bids. The Ultimates, a ton of the Ultimate stuff. Spider-Man, X-Men with Peach doing the drawing on that, and the Ultimates. That doesn't have any bids. The Red Sonja lot, which is huge, that has a bid. And the Fantastic Four, I think it was mixed in with some other stuff, that doesn't have any bids. So, I'm going to be throwing some graphic novels in and stuff like that, especially, depending on who bids and how much they bid. And we'll take care of you. But it ends this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Once 8 p.m. comes, it is over, okay? And then I will get everything out. And then we will get ready for another auction because I'm really trying to get this equipment done by November. Excuse me. And I want to put up some really good videos for December, see how that turns out, and then I'll see where I'm at January. And I think that, I'll go through January. We'll go all the way up till year 11, maybe March. Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. And then I'll figure from there. Okay, if the channel's still viable, I'll do it. If not, no. The other thing is that when you start becoming low man on the totem pole, okay, people send things to you in an afterthought, okay? So I agreed to do, a guy asked me if I wanted to check out this game. So I just want to show you how dirty this business is. So the game is the Pirate Republic, Republic Pirate Africa Gambit, okay? This is a game that's in second printing, I guess. I can't even figure out. The guy asked me over a year ago, I think, if I wanted to check it out. I said, yeah, I'll check it out. It looks pretty interesting. It is a deck building type of game. So I forgot completely about it. Almost a year goes by, right? And I'll tell you when. Okay, hold on. Let's I like to pull back the curtain. I'm not somebody that hides anything. Okay, if I screw up, I screw up. Tom Butler. Okay, I guess this is the guy. So let's see all his emails. Oh, let's be fair. Let me see more. July 4th. Hello, reviewers. We will be distributing our latest game, the Pirate Republic African Gambit, next month. It is an immersed deck-building sandbox adventure. If interested in taking out to sea, let us know. This came on July 4th, 2025, okay? I said, yeah, I'll take a look at it. You know, look, they had a thing. We'll be distributing our latest game, okay? Please save mailing address, which I did on July 4th. I gave it to him. Sounds good. Sounds good. I will send it right away. Okay. So I thought he was sending a copy, an actual copy of the game, okay? So what happens is now here it is, October. Completely forgot about this, okay? All right. Meanwhile, he sent review copies to about 9,000 different people. Prototypes, not review copies, okay? So I'm kind of like, okay, so this game's out, and you're sending around a prototype, that's fine. And he writes me and he goes, hey, can you forward whatever to Cody Carlson, the little chubby guy. And I said, what are you even talking about? He goes, did you receive the game? I go, no. He goes, oh, one of the reviewers hasn't sent it. He's held on to it for whatever amount of time. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, this is a scumbag move that a lot of reviewers do. They will hold on to a game. They will make sure their video gets all the views, okay? But it seemed like there's like 100 reviews for this thing. And I'm like, really? I'm last in the line? Me and Cody are the last in the line? I go, okay, all right. You know something? So he sent it. And he goes, and can you please forward it? So I've got to pay shipping to forward a prototype, okay? It's like, I'm so blessed to take a look at this. So you want to know something? Here's your look at it, okay? And I'm going to forward it on to Cody. And I wrote Cody and I said, hey, Cody, you know, because I always was decent. If I knew I had to forward it to somebody, I would say, hey, I'm going to take a look at this, okay? All right? And I'm going to be done by this amount of time. I'm going to rush, and I'm going to get it right out to you, okay? So I wrote Cody, and I said, hey, Cody, I'm going to take a look at this. And the more I thought about it, the more pissed I got. So I don't even think I'm going to review this thing. I'm just going to forward it on to Cody, because that poor guy's probably been waiting a long time, and it isn't fair to him. Plus, he'll do a great job with it, because he really is a very, I think it's the discriminating gamer. Yeah. He's actually very, very good. Anything I've ever seen or needed to kind of research something, well spoken. I guess he's a professor or some shit or something like that. And I think to myself, I go, why am I going to waste my time? I got bigger things to do. I got people that do things right. Like Jamie Stegmeyer. Hey Rob, would you like to review this? I've told Jimmy, I'm not a big channel. You got some. He goes, no, I'm going to send you a copy of Origin Stories. And I said, all right. It came in. I've got to open this up and take a look at it and really absorb it. I saw a video that he did on it because that's the type of guy he is. He's a great guy. And this is cool. Superhero. You could either be a hero or a villain. It depends on which way you go. And you're going to be using a lot of stuff that oh God, what the hell did he call it? See, that shows you I've got to go through this. But you are taking and you are trying to accumulate and get these certain amount of points. Either it's a trick-taking game, which is really amazing, and you can use I think it's either stamina or something like that, and you can use it to kind of point the direction that you want to go. And either you could be a big heel or you could be the hero that saves the day. But I love trick-taking games. I love the art on this. I love how he just goes outside the box with some of this stuff. I mean, this guy is just I have so much of his stuff designed by Jamie Stegmeyer, of course, and Pete Wislinger, art by Clementine Campardu. I love how he puts on the first printing. He printed 23,000. Then they're always numbered in the corner here, which is really cool. Of all his games, I love what he does. I love the guy. I love his games. He handles things professionally. It doesn't matter if you are the smallest reviewer or the biggest reviewer. He gets this stuff out. Do you want to take a look at this? And he has people that anybody can do it. You fill out the form. Do you make the videos for him? Yes, I do. And God knows you've seen plenty of videos of me singing his praises. It's because I like his games. Okay, if I don't like something, or I'm just not. I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to review it. I'm not going to waste my time. It's hard enough as it is. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I'm rolling today, and this thing just pissed me off because one of the people, people have been reviewing this for a year now, almost, and I'm like, okay, so now I've got to pay to ship this forward. I guess it's supposed to be an honor to look at your prototype. I don't mind doing that for some people, like a Richard Launius. I will do that all day long for. Why? Because I'll get a copy of the actual game. Okay? And that makes it fair for me. Okay? If he's going to take the time and, and so forth and so on. Richard Launius has a game coming up, and you'll see a video this week. I want to make sure he wrote me. We talk a lot. He is a very dear friend, along with my friend Pete, who I haven't talked to in over a month and a half. I called him. He's been busy. He's in a new position, and he has been super busy. And I've been under a lot. Reggie Games, okay? I've got something that I have to show you guys in November, and I'm going to tell you this much. If you are a Primal fan, trust me, these people, I'm a little rinky-dink, shit-ass channel, and I have people that believe in me, and that's what keeps me going. Just good people that are friends, or, they know I really try to give everything I have. And by the way, we have a bunch of Primal videos coming. I need to get the new camera because it's been glitching. I can only video for so long. And I owe them about another 3-4 videos because they're awesome. Oh, here it is, Richie. Victory Lane is going to, if you liked, and I really, 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 really liked, okay, oh God, why can I not think the name of the game? Thunder Rolls, excuse me. Fun. I love Thunder Rolls. Well, now, how about a racing card game? And I went, okay. And he says, hey, we're getting ready to launch Victory Lane, a card-driven Thunder Rolls game. And I wanted to have a race in it named after your show, if you approve. Like, he's going to ask my approval. I mean, we've been friends for forever. Just do what you want. You get a super speedway, Rob's Tabletop World 110, which equates to 11 rounds, 11 player turns. The card is attached. You are one of 10 races, going to friends. See, we're friends. Berkey, good guy. My game store Boardwalk, Jason's 8th Summit. Jason, who I have to thank him so much for a couple of things. Sean Brown's Beacon. Okay, Sean Brown's a good guy. I know him. I wanted to probably the Tantrum House of being the Tantrum House, which he lives near and he plays with every Friday. Just good people. Good people. Tantrum House is full of good, honest people. They are a good family. They are a God-fearing family, and they put out videos and they do everything right. I can't argue with their success, and God bless them. The same thing with Cody. How can you argue with his success, right? I just want to make sure it's okay with your name being used in the car. If not, I can change. Please. If you have time to play, I don't, unfortunately. The game should go on Kickstarter next Tuesday. I got this last week. So we will see how it will do. I have spent the past 3 years perfecting it. But with tariffs, we can't do much advertising. So I'm going to promote the hell out of it. I'm going to make a video for it when I get off this thing. So hopefully there will be enough interest. I hope so, because Richard makes a great game. And let's take a look at my card, okay? So you want to go support this on Tuesday, okay? The Rob's Tabletop World 110, okay? There you go, all right? My friend Richard Lawness, who, to this day, I don't even want to open up some of my old Arkham Horror stuff. I play the old Arkham Horror, okay? But I have stuff. He took a look at it and he goes, do you realize how much that stuff is worth on eBay right now? I go, yeah, but that. I remember at the other house, I didn't have the studio. And I set this thing up on the table. And my wife's looking at me like I'm a maniac. And I'm playing by myself. And I was just sitting there playing and playing. It was on a Saturday afternoon. She was doing something or another. And I just sat there all the way up into Saturday evening. And I'll never forget that. And that's going back a long time, like 2000, whatever. God. And my son came out, looked, and he goes, what are you doing? playing something. He goes, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to close these damn gates. I'm letting everything in. And then he pulls up a chair and he starts watching. He goes, yeah, okay. Well, what about that? And the game just means that's the kind of thing that you talk about when you play certain games. Do they mean something? Do they create memories instead of this mass-produced garbage that comes out for the most part? All right, and that's why I talk to you about certain companies that make things that make memories. It's the way I feel. So there you go. I think I got you all up to date on a bunch of stuff, okay? Because I'm a complete psychopath. but I am going to. I've got some filming to do. I've got some. I've got to run out to with my wife. We're going to go have breakfast. Then we're going to go. I got to go to Home Depot. I need a screw, so about this long, some screws because I'm doing some things here. So the meaning for all these auctions isn't for profit. It's number one, it does help control everything. After everything that we lost so much. I mean, I could have easily gone in there and just sold a bunch of stuff and said, hey, great, let me buy some new equipment. But now I have to kind of do some things and, try to raise the funds to upgrade because this thing is on its last leg. That is glitching on me. I wanted to get a little bit of a GoPro possibly to add to that, to kind of, while I'm filming, to kind of be able to move around a bit, because the technology today is so advanced compared to a video camera that I use. And I really want to kind of just improve things. I want to start doing the soccer games. I want to be able to try to tape playthroughs properly with two different cameras, so we have two different angles. Trying to fit it in one angle, it's just impossible for certain things, and you need different camera looks. And of course, with a new computer, the old editing software that I use just can't cut it. Especially with Windows 11 on the horizon. I'm still using Windows 10, like a old version on this. And this thing has served me well. But dear God, the prices of things are just ridiculous now. I mean, it's just insane. But yeah, so when you got a game like this and the guy insults you. Oh, and I wrote Cody and I was talking about that. I wrote Cody and I told him, hey, Cody, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get this out to you this week to make him feel, that he's in the loop. I got no return email from him, so I don't know if he got it or what. Or he's just too big, to talk to somebody like me. But I wrote him, so I'll let him know I'm sending that out. I'm not even going to, and then the guilt factor comes in. So maybe I'll just tell the story on a video and just put it up and go, yeah, thanks for, now it's going to cost me money to send this forward. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, sure. What's 10, 12 bucks? It's 10, 12 bucks. I don't think it's the 10 or 12 bucks as much as it is the principle of the thing. So let's go over this one more time. There is a bid on Lot 1, Captain America Iron Man. On the front cover here, you're going to see the video so you can actually see all the comic books. And I'm throwing extra stuff in. I have an old school lot of some old stuff that I threw in there that has a bid on it. We haven't even hit the boxes with all the old stuff, okay, and all the goodies. But I want to test this out, see how it does. It's doing okay, so I'm going to keep going with it. So you're going to get comic book auctions, and you're going to get board game auctions. So, especially coming into the holidays, you want to buy stuff for people. Now's the time to do it. X-Men lot, nobody's bid on it. Spider-Man Hulk lot, somebody's bid on it. Batman lot, which is lot number 5, somebody's bid on it. G.I. Joe, lot 6, nobody's bid on it. The independent lot with Herculoids and Arkham Horror and Descendants trade paperbacks and stuff like that, nobody's bid on it. Lot number 8, DC Miscellaneous, all kinds of stuff in there, nobody's bid on it. Lot number 9, Marvel Miscellaneous. Nobody's bid on it. Lot number 10, The Avengers. Nobody's bid on it. Number 11, The Ultimates. Marvel Ultimates, The Avengers, and so forth and so on. Nobody's bid on it. The Red Sonja. Somebody's bid on it. And then finally, lot number 13, Fantastic Four. Nobody's bid on it. You can put your bids in at novaprime860@hotmail.com. Okay, please add your address, add what lot you would like to bid on, and your address, what lot you want to bid on. Okay, and also there is no reserve. If you get outbid, I will let you know. Okay, just plenty of things going on. Okay, and good stuff. Okay, not looking to make a fortune. Okay, I'm looking to start to build. You know, right now I've got about 1,600 of the 6,000 I need to keep things going, keep the lights on, to get everything replaced. Okay, so I'm really trying to nail this as much as I can. So I'm trying to sell as much as I humanly can. I would like to keep going and see if we can improve everything. That camera, when that goes, fortunately I've got videos taped, but I want to make sure that I have enough videos to go forward with. All right. So, again, novaprime860@hotmail.com. Your address, what lot you're bidding on, okay, and you have to have the ability to pay through PayPal. It's as simple as that. I've got lots of videos coming out this week. I'm going to be making a lot of videos, hopefully, to try to pad and take care of everything. And you know what? I'm probably going to do something with this pirate thing. No, you know, I'm going to stand my ground because I always feel bad. I'm just going to pass it on. And I think that's about it. I think that about covers everything. Even that piece of shit, the Unfiltered Gamer, got a copy of it before I did. And that pissed me off. Because I almost fought that guy. And he was crying, and his wife came over, and he was actually had tears running down his face. Because he ruined the video that I was working on. I was working on it, and he sticks his hand, and he goes, yeah! And then he walks off smiling. Shut the video off. I go up to him. I go, Huda. And I was not nice with my words. I go, let's go outside. Let's go outside. I go, because I'm going to rip you from head to toe. I go, you think you're an idiot? I'm trying to do an interview and tape stuff, and you come in there and do that? He goes, well, I'm a paid reviewer, and he's a paid reviewer. And he goes, that's my gimmick, unfiltered. I'm crazy. I go, well, I'm crazy in real life. Okay, let's go outside. No. No. Your ass wrote a check that it can't cash. So let's go. And his wife came over and she's going, oh, now I'm starting to feel bad. Because she's like, what's going on? And she looked like she was going to cry. I said, what you did. He goes, he apologized. And I just said, don't ever get in my way. And I walked off. And I ended up getting rid of the game too, because I had already bought the game, and I started interviewing the guy. He goes, "Oh, that's my friend." I go, "Oh, okay," and I never opened it. I brought it back here. I every time I look at it, I would think of that situation, how pissed I was, and still am. And I never opened it. And a couple things happened. What always bothered me is I didn't grab him by his collar and drag him out into the street and whip the crap out of him and taught him a lesson. And the second thing is I actually felt bad because I probably shouldn't have been me. um, this is going back 8 years ago, believe it or not. But I never liked the guy. A lot of people don't like the guy. He's slimy. And that's the problem, excuse me, with this business is there's a lot of slimy people. Slimy. Um, Everybody's always trying to get over on everybody. And then they all want to sit there and go, we're just one big family. The board game community is such a beautiful thing. It's so fake and bullshit. Okay? And I'm talking about reviewers and stuff like that. There are great people. And you heard me say this 1,000 times. You heard me call it slimy. Okay? It is slimy. There are a lot of slimy people out there that back up just to keep up, will not say what they really feel because of the damage it'll do to their channel. And I understand that because there's a lot of times I want to say a few things and I don't. But I think I say them just for my own good, my own peace of mind, my own heart. But I think of all the good people, the Launiuses, Richard Launius and all the different, the Jamie Stegmeyers. I mean, I can list a million people. I could. Berkey's, Michael from League of Dungeoneers, little GMT. How awesome is GMT? I mean, I can sit there and I can go on and on and on and tell you how great GMT is. The guys from Oathsworn, okay? Shadowborn games, the things they've done. Reggie games. You see, now I'm starting to feel bad if I don't say anything. Portal games. Ignacy's always been really nice. Like I said, Richard Launius. And I'm looking around the room, making sure I don't forget anybody. But, I will. I will forget anything. Flying Frog, Flying Pig. All these people do things professionally. And there's some great reviewers out there. How many times I've taught, not reviewers, they're not, YouTubers. Okay? One of the biggest guy, the guy that is the biggest, okay, which is Rodney, okay, is also really who he is, the nicest guy. And he deserves to be the biggest guy. He really does. Because he really is a good person. Always been nice to me. And things like that. Chaz, those two, we have spent a lot of time together. And, I'm nobody. But, we always got along. Great guys. And then there's some real slime balls. But, that's with anything. That's with business. That's with anything. But, it's becoming there's more slime balls than there are good people. And it's a shame. It really is. But, I keep doing this. Why? I don't know. I wish I knew. Like I said, it's the relationships that I have with certain people that really, and my sponsors and stuff like that. And how good. Rob, you are the only reviewer I trust because of your honesty, which is hard to find in other reviewers. There are some really good, honest reviewers out there. There are. And maybe someday we'll do a list of that. But who knows? Play till it hurts, my man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's why I do it. It's for people like you, I'm going to tell you when people are idiots and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you when I like things. I'm going to tell you when I'm wrong. Okay? Sometimes I just get a bad feeling about something. I just go, well, you know what? And then Slay to Spire, biggest, I love the game. And then all of a sudden, they come out with this board game. And I'm like, and I ask some questions to them. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm confused on a few things. And you people are slime balls because, I'm trying to help you here. Okay. And I took it personally. And I played the game and I go, why would I play this when I could play it on the computer? Which was honest. Okay. And then it wasn't too long ago. I pulled that out. I go, I don't feel like turning on the board, the computer. I go, oh, let me play it. Let me play a board game. I'm sitting out here anyways. Let me just play this. I'm going, you know something? I'm wrong. This is really good. And I came out and made a video. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. I'm human. I make mistakes. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. There's nothing wrong with being that. There's nothing wrong with being honest. Okay? And part of being honest is admitting when you're wrong. Okay? So, let's see how this goes. Again, you could bid on the auction. noprime860@hotmail.com. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's up front there. Watch it. See if you want something. No reserve on anything. So just bid what you want and pay shipping. Which I'll send media because media is cheaper, believe it or not. And you get a break on it. All right, my dear friends. That's about it. I've got a lot to do today. It is Sunday. And that usually means you know what? I'm off tomorrow. Maybe I'll have my grandkids help me with this one. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different things. We're going to look at different things. Okay, we can do that. All right. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. And until next time, it is your old pal Rob saying, we'll see you soon. This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.